For mortgage advice tailored towards your individual needs, contact PGB Mortgages today. Let them guide you through your home buying journey. Contact details are in the description.
So one of the biggest mistakes that men make in relationships with women is having a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset can literally be what makes your relationship ultimately fail. And having an abundance mindset can be the difference and allow your relationship to work. And it's really key to have the abundance mindset and to really not allow yourself to slip into the trap of having a scarcity mindset and displaying behaviors that are correlating to a scarcity mindset. And what do I mean by this? Well, what I mean by this is many men, they will they don't get a lot of female attention, because in today's day and age, the average man is struggling more than ever. Many men, and I've seen it because I have guy friends and I see how many messages they have to send out to women to get a response sometimes. And I can see how a lot of men approach women and get rejected. And so when a woman finally shows them some attention, they treat it like it's her or nothing. They treat it like it's her or nothing. And they go all in on this woman and it turns her off. And this leads to the end of a relationship that really could have flourished, because actually the pair of you were compatible. But because you've been on these dating apps and because you've been approaching women and getting rejected, when one woman shows you a bit of attention, you start sending her paragraphs, you start blowing up her phone. When she maybe pulls back a little bit, you start chasing, and you literally get her to become unattracted to you when initially she was attracted to you, attracted to your qualities. Maybe you two were compatible, there was a lot of chemistry there. But then because you've been getting rejected and because she's the first person that showed you some attention, you have essentially chased her away. And so you really need to get out of this mindset. Yes, it is harder for men these days. Yes, a lot of men get rejected these days. This is true. But even if that is you, you have to have the mindset of someone that isn't experiencing that. So you could be getting rejected, but you need to be projecting the energy and the image of someone who gets women all the time. And, not that it isn't a big deal that you're with her, but ultimately you can attract other women. And believe it or not, women want a guy who can attract other women and other women find him attractive. Women want a guy who can attract other women and other women find him attractive, because that means if she's with you, that means that she's most likely with a high quality male. And that is what women want. So you could be on those websites getting no response, getting rejected. You still need to be projecting the image of a guy who has options, because then when that woman comes along, you are going to project abundance. You're going to project abundance. You're not going to be blowing up her phone. You're not going to be too bothered if she pulls away a bit, because even if she's pulling away, yes, it's annoying. Yes, you'd rather it not happen. But at the end of the day, you have your own thing to be getting on with. You have your own life to be living. And, if she wants to be a part of it, that's great. If she doesn't, that's okay as well. Yes, it's annoying. Yes, it's disappointing. But ultimately, you are in an abundance mindset. And that will most likely that will secure you a higher chance of retaining a woman. And at the end of the day, what's happening in these days and times is that people who are perfectly what's happening in these days and times is people who are perfectly compatible and people who have the right chemistry, the relationships aren't working out because a lot of men are projecting subconsciously a lot of the time the scarcity mindset. And when you project the scarcity mindset, that is one of the most unattractive things to women. It's just facts. Women are repelled by the scarcity mindset. And even when you're in the relationship itself, you know, you still need to be projecting abundance. And I say projecting, but at the end of the day, I'm saying projecting, but what I really think is better than just projecting is to actually be abundant. Be abundant. So, you know, when I say project abundance, I'm talking about, you know, not replying straight away. That's an indication that you've got your own thing to be getting on with. I'm not saying don't reply straight away on purpose. I'm saying literally sometimes, like, as I've got older, I've found that sometimes I'm not deliberately not replying to people. I have things to be getting on with and I reply when I can reply, and it's not a game. Like, it's not a game. So, you know, you need to be projecting, you know, you've got things to be getting on with, you've got, you know, you can't exactly reply straight away, and, you know, you're not desperate. But then what's preferable is that's actually what you're about. You actually have things to be getting on with. You actually aren't desperate. And sometimes, you know, if you've got to fake it till you make it, then do it. But ideally, you need to be coming from a place of abundance. And believe me, that will secure you a better chance of retaining a relationship with someone that you're actually compatible with. Because these days and times, there are so many relationships that don't work out. And maybe in the 1950s they would have worked out, but because of certain circumstances and certain dynamics changing between the sexes in these modern times, it means that you have to adapt, but it also gives you the opportunity for self-reflection and growth. Because if you take this as an opportunity to say, do you know what, I'm going to have an abundant mindset, it not only benefits your partner, because she's staying more attracted to you, but also it benefits you because it allows you to be the best you can be. But ultimately, these days and times, so many relationships that would have worked out before are not working out now because of the change in dynamics between the sexes. People who are perfectly compatible, it's not working out like it once did. And if you just make a positive change by having an abundance mindset and avoiding the scarcity mindset, it can have a huge impact in your relationship succeeding. Let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I make a new video. If you appreciate my work and want to leave a donation, there's a link for that in the description. With that, enjoy the rest of your day and I'll see you on the next one.